Pope Francis is urging world leaders to listen to the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor.
Facciamo inoltre appello a quanti occupano ruoli influenti.
The Holy Father made the comments during his weekly general audience at the Vatican, where he focused on Christian hope. Edward Pentin, Rome correspondent for EWTN's National Catholic Register, joins us. Tell us why Pope Francis made this special appeal for the care of creation. What do you think he's trying to emphasize?
He's emphasizing, Lauren, he says we need to listen to the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor, especially in those areas where he says they're in danger of the ecological imbalance. And he's saying that to world leaders especially, they must be respectful and responsible towards creation. And he says this because the day after tomorrow it's the World Day of Prayer for the Care of Creation, something that he set up a few years ago.
Yeah, how did it come about? He was the one who made it happen?
That's right. He teamed up with Patriarch Bartholomew, the ecumenical patriarch, the Orthodox patriarch, to set up this day 3 years ago. It's now the third one, and it was really set up to remind people of their vocation, as he calls it, to safeguard creation and to just reinforce that idea. Patriarch Bartholomew has pushed this idea for a long time. Since 1989 he's had this year, and now the Catholic Church has joined him through Pope Francis back in 2015.
In his remarks today, the Holy Father spoke about the relationship between hope and memory. I find that fascinating. What was he saying exactly?
He was talking about vocation, and he was also trying to get us to recall our first encounter with Christ, because he says the first encounter of Christ is a time that we remember because it's when our hearts were inflamed and we have that great memory, that zeal for Christ, as the apostles did when they first encountered Christ. And he's saying we have to recall that and remember it so that we can work out our own vocation. So that was the meaning of his catechesis today.
That's fascinating. Thank you so much for joining us, Edward Pentin, Rome correspondent for EWTN's National Catholic Register.
Thanks, Lauren.